Die4 Radio, Mad 4 the Mad 4 Report. We back, motherfuckers. Yeah, man. We took it back a little bit back, back in the days with that Divine, you know what I'm saying? That's always been my shit, you know what I mean? That's always been my shit. So we had to blaze that shit, you know what I mean? But definitely, speaking, man, we got my boy in the house, my homie, man. On the exchange, straight up. We got the dude in the house, man. Yeah, we got J Hood. What it do, homie?
Oh. What's shaking with it, boy?
What's poppin'?
Hey, man, we just out here trying to get it, man. Same old two-step, different dance floor, man. You know how it go.
Hey, that's right, though. I totally agree. 100. Hey, man.
That's dope.
There's been a lot going on, man. Definitely want to talk about the projects and a few other things. But, hey, man, before we get into all that, I want to say, man, thank you once again, for taking your time, come fuck with me on the show, because I do appreciate this shit.
Yo, it's all love. You already know, man. I told you we gotta do it again since the last time. No Rainbow, man. You heard?
Oh, yeah, I'm top, man. For more to come in the future, for like I said, for any project you got coming out, anything, I don't give a fuck if you don't got a project out. This is your home. You know what I'm saying? It's one of your homes. So, it's open doors.
No doubt, man. That's what it is. Let's get it shaking.
Yeah, man. But, hey, man, the Savages, man. Savages. Man.
SAVAGES. Big foot
hey,
smash
man.
on me when
that
I'm out in
hard.
the West. Appreciate that, man.
Hey, man, and I seen the video like the other day, man. That shit was dope, man. Hey,
yeah.
I know in the West, because, people, like, if you fuck with Yukmouth, how's the response been since this album came out?
Oh, nah, man.
To you.
The response is nothing less than, great from the people that appreciate real hip-hop and the people that are aware of the fact that the album is actually out. You know what I'm saying? The way they're taking it is, it's an excellent response. But also, it's a lot of people that are unaware of the fact that it's out. You know what I'm saying? And they need to get hip. And it's a lot of people still sleeping on it. On the East Coast. It's like I don't know. I have a hard time trying to figure this out. It's mind-boggling to me, man. A lot of these East Coast people, they're not too familiar with Yuck. They're familiar with him, but they're not too familiar with his music and his lyrical caliber. You feel what I'm saying? I have to tell people, like, regularly, like, yo, man, you got to be kidding me. Like, you ain't up on Yuck like that. Yuck is a beast with the bars, man. You better stop playing, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, a lot of, well, I'm not going to say a lot, but more people should be up on the project. But it's growing daily, you know what I mean? And the people, like I said, the people who actually have it, they love it. So.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best albums out right now, period. Like, it is. Because to me, it's even, I'm going to say, because I'm a Yukmouth fan, it's even better than Yukmouth's last album, which was the JJ Basil's Story 3. Well, people are going to get, I'm going to ask about that. Hey, I'm going to be honest, though. The Savages is fucking dope, bro. Like, I fucking like this shit.
No doubt. I appreciate that, man. We put a lot of work into it. It's been a long time coming. It's been under construction for so long, man, and we just wanted to, put the right tunes on there, get the right production, and just put it together the proper way, so the people could get their money's worth, man. And if you ask me, I think we did a hell of a job, and I hope the people feel the same way, man. And not for nothing, we already got the part 2 halfway done already, so.
Yes, definitely. I was going to ask you that. There's going to be a follow-up to this because there needs to be a follow-up. I don't want, you got rappers just get together one time and put out an album and they just leave it alone. They don't even bother to do a follow-up to that shit. I don't like when they do that, especially because the album is dope. So I'm glad that you guys are doing a follow-up, man. That is dope.
I'm gonna tell you the unique thing about the album, man. It's like, it's not even just an album situation. It just so happened that the Savages is the title of the album, but we're an actual group, me and Yuck, man. Our group is called Savages. You know what I mean? So anytime you see us together, That's what we are. We the savages.
Yeah, exactly. Just like when Young does shit with Sibo or the Thug Lords. I totally, you guys are the savages, straight up and down, man. Because I've been waiting for this album for a long time. So definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
We're not doing the video,
because I know you was on the West Coast.
Yeah, we shot the video. Yeah, I was on the West. I was in Cali probably like a few weeks ago, last month to be specific, and we shot the Savages theme video, and after that we shot the video with Keek the Sneak and 4 Racks. You know what I mean? Still in the streets. So we got those 2 visuals, and I'm going back out to Cali next weekend to shoot another one. Actually, we're shooting 2 more. So be on the lookout, man. We're not done yet.
Yep. Oh, definitely. Yeah, but now you said you was on the West Coast. How does it feel, you being an East Coast cat, getting that type of love from the people out here? You know what I'm saying? Especially you got people like Keek the Sneak and all that, everybody out in the Bay. How does that feel like? Like how does that make you feel as far as you being an East Coast cat and you getting that love out here from the West?
It's a blessing, man. I just, took it for what it's worth and just took everything in. You know what I mean? Like, people that you're naming, they're legends, man. And a lot of people don't know them on my side of things, like where I'm from, but I'm a real hip-hop head, and I'm a lover of rap and hip-hop, so I'm familiar with those guys. So to be embraced by them, man, it's just like a undescribable feeling, you know what I mean? So, and it's love anyway. I love Cali, man. I love the atmosphere. I love everything about Cali. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people in the Bay, they showed me so much love, man. It was overwhelming, as well as the people in L.A., man. It was, like, super dope. So, I rock with the West, man. None below.
Oh, yeah, but see, we out here, we got a lot of love for the East, you know what I'm saying? We got love for you. We always got love for the dopest artists, the real motherfuckers from the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way we always show love and shit. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Now, what else you got in works besides you and you doing another Savages? What else you got? You got another solo project coming out, or what's in the works for J Hood?
It's a lot of things in the kitchen right now on the stove, man. The grind don't stop. You know what I mean? I got another solo album coming out in November entitled Pesci. So, be on the lookout for that, man. We coming back to back on them, you know what I mean? First, as you know now, the Savages come out, and I'm giving you another solo album from me 3 months later. So the machine is definitely not going to stop. And after that, coming out with a compilation for my company, which is called ODG. For the people that don't know, for the people that do know, you already know what it is. The compilation will be out on Christmas. And besides that, I'm going to try my best to release this autobiography that I've been looking to, well, not even looking, but I was supposed to been published it. But I was just waiting for the right time, and that's entitled Tales from the Hood. So if everything goes according to plan, that book will be out also in December. And that's something to look forward to, man. To anybody that's attempting to get into the rap game or have an interest in entering the industry, I think it'll be a very, very great tool for them, and it's an excellent read overall.
Hey, that's what's up, because I like buying hip-hop books when artists do their biographies or they write books and shit. I'm a big fan of that, so definitely I'll be on the lookout for that for sure.
No
now,
doubt.
You say you're doing a compilation with the ODG. For the people that don't know who that is or what does that stand for, break it down for them so they'll get an idea.
All right, so look, basically, I helped construct the whole D-Block movement, you know what I mean? I was co-founder of that. So what happened was, during that whole period that we was on the underground, making our presence be known or whatever the case be, and creating the buzz for D-Block, I was taking notes, you know what I'm saying? And I seen what it took to actually get a movement buzzing or whatever the case be. So during the time that I was waiting for my album to be released, they gave me enough time to think about a plan B and plant the seed for my company just in case everything didn't go according to plan, which unfortunately it didn't. So due to that, I planted the seed with my company and started that, which was ODG Entertainment, which stands for On the Grind. You know what I mean? Because it's like more than a label; it's a lifestyle, and it just reflects my way of living. So of course I named it that. So just to bring you up to speed, we have a few artists, you know what I mean, that's going to be featured on that compilation. A partner of mine, which is also an artist on the label by the name of Stick, and he also has an EP out, by the way, right now. It's called Stick to the Script. So anybody that's on like iTunes or whatever the case be, make sure you pick that up. He's featured on the compilation, as well as an artist that we have from Virginia by the name of Baker Man Bags. You know what I'm saying? So he's on it too, as well as a few other artists. So it's definitely something to be on the lookout for, man. Stick is actually featured on the Savages album on the second track on the album, Type of Gangster. So that's him singing on the hook for anybody that heard the album, you know.
Hey, that's what's up. And everybody, man, support, man, support. Please support, man, for reals, man. Stop fucking around, man, because this is some dope shit. This is real shit, man. Everyone cries they don't get no dope hip-hop.
Yeah,
it's
man.
right
People,
there, smacking your face.
You gotta support.
Man.
It's real vital that you guys support independent music, man, and independent artists. You feel what I'm saying? Because all this is entrepreneurship at its finest. You understand what I'm saying? Because me, you know, being a young man, I have my own company. This is everything is like totally legit. I have an independent record company that we're running. You feel what I'm saying? Yuck has his independent record company, Smoke a Lot Records, and he had it for a minute. So he just been giving me the game, and I just been soaking everything up from him. And I've been fortunate enough to have somebody like him, you know, like giving me the game that he's been giving me, and you know, embracing me like family. So that there is a blessing. So I'm, like I said, I'm intaking all of that, and I'm utilizing it. So it's really important that you guys, the listeners, the consumers, support guys like us, man, because we're not on these major labels. You know, we don't have that machine behind us, that mega marketing team with the incredible marketing strategy behind it and all that other type of stuff. Our stuff is organic. You know what I mean? We coming from the ground. We giving y'all, like, we pouring our hearts out into these tracks. You know what I mean? And we making sure that this music gets out to y'all for the love of hip hop and for the love of the fans. Like, we're doing all of this for y'all. So it's like I said, it's vital that you support us, man. You know what I mean? Because y'all are the people that we doing it for. You feel what I'm saying? Without y'all, none of this stuff wouldn't work. And the listeners and the fans are the most important people. So, you know, we doing this for y'all, so hold us down. That's all that we can ask from you.
And this is what I've been always telling people this, people that have been on my guest, people that I had discussions with, that I do this platform. I don't make a single cent off this shit. I lose money doing this show, but I do this shit because of the love of hip hop, and I figured the fact that we need more platforms like this to support the independent, the underground, the real hip hop shit, because as time goes by, you know, the crowd gets younger, the fans get younger, and they get dumber and dumber, and they don't like to do homework. And for me, I feel like this is it's like school. It's a teaching tool. You know what I mean? You could go back and listen to the interviews from back in the days, listen to the shit. So I figure it's so important to have you guys on here. And my job is to always make sure that I rep hip hop. I don't give a fuck if I don't make a penny off it. I do this shit for the love of it, for the love of you guys to do the music that I love. This is something I love you guys. This is how I show my love. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man, and I totally appreciate the fact that you know you have this platform and you're doing what you're doing with the platform. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people also have to realize, you know, just like everybody have their 9 to 5, you know, the way they pay their bills and the way they support their family. This is the way we support our families. You know what I mean? Like, if we don't sell any records, or if we don't get booked, or if we're not doing anything, we're not able to support our family. So if you guys aren't supporting us, we're not going to be able to eat. Like, you have your job. This is our job right here. This is really a job, and it's not even a 9 to 5. It's more so an around-the-clock job. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's not like we have specific hours that we work. Like, no, we have to be on the grind constantly. It's a continuous thing. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes the work doesn't add up to the support. You know, so that's why I actually I actually spoke on something on my live like last week, man. I gave a lot of thought to this, and it's probably gonna stick with this, man. I told my fucking my supporters or whatever the case be that I'm more than likely I'm just gonna drop about like 2 to 3 more projects, and I might just fall back on the music thing and just hang it up and just do the producing thing and more or less just push the people involved with my company, because it's like I said, the support doesn't equal out to the amount of work that we put in, man. In my case, anyway. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right, but there's a lot of artists that are in the same boat, man, and it sucks because the music that comes out is so quality, man. It's so quality. It's so great, and it fucking sucks because you got a bunch of quantity of garbage is out. You know what I mean? And the people are out there digging it, and it's crazy. It's bananas. Like I said, man, it's just a different time.
Exactly,
people are stupid, but.
It's real out here. Like, people feel like artists that really put their heart and put their feelings and put their everything into this, man. Like, guys really feel underappreciated. You feel what I'm saying? Because people not showing the proper support, but they're embracing all these guys that don't take the craft as serious as they do. You know what I mean? And people who lack the skill and who don't even have the love for the game like they do. And it's like seriously, we doing this for the people, and they're getting more of a support system, or they're being embraced more. Like, is that really what the game has come to? You feel what I'm saying? So are we doing the right thing by going this hard and like keeping the same mentality that we have as far as the love for lyricism and trying to keep real hip hop alive? Like, is it worth it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's real shit. That's real shit, man. I mean, and that's why I always say, and I can't stress this enough, I keep telling people, support, man. Support. I tell my brothers, I slap them upside their head, get the real shit support. Tell my cousins, go get the real shit support. So I'll be on there. I'll be on everybody's ass about it, man, because it seems like people are just content with hearing a stupid song about a stupid dance or about just pointless shit like Gucci flip-flops and shit like that. It's like, okay, cool, man, yeah. Come on, man. What the fuck is going on with this shit? Shit, man. Speaking of funny shit and the way the game is today, let's talk about Red Rum. You say it went at Tekashi's head a few months back with the record and the video and the disc. What was it to the point that made you say, you know what, fuck this motherfucker, I'm going to diss him? Because, a lot of people wasn't saying shit. You were actually like the first credible artist from New York that actually said something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man.
So what made you want to go out there and express your feelings towards this and him?
I mean, honestly, it was quite simple, man. Like, as soon as I seen him, when he released his first record and I seen the video, I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. This guy's trying to manipulate the minds of the youth because the younger kids are the easiest people to manipulate, you know what I mean? So he's trying to manipulate the youth not only with the gang culture, but the fact that he's wearing all these loud colors, these rainbow colors, or whatever the case is. And it's like, okay, I see right through him. But other than that, like that wasn't enough to make me speak on it because I didn't really care. But it wasn't until he proclaimed himself as the king of New York. That's what rubbed me the wrong way, and that's what like kind of made me say, you know what, man, let me intervene and put my 2 cents in this, because nobody is seeming to say anything about this. They're letting this kid run loose and say what he wants to say, and people on the East are scared, or they was at the time, scared of the people that he was rolling with. You know what I'm saying? But me, listen, I understood with the best of them, shitting on the rest of them, so I didn't really care too much about that. So I said what I said, and I spoke about it, and I just didn't think that what he was saying was factual at all, because it wasn't. Like, first of all, let's be quite honest. You was buzzing at that time, you know what I mean? Like, you had a record that was popping and it started killing the internet, and your buzz started getting up crazy. But for you to jump out of the window and say you're the king of New York, that was like super far-fetched, and it was disrespectful to me. Like, not disrespectful to me personally, but it just seemed disrespectful to the whole state of New York and everybody that actually put in like real work, and for the people that put in enough work and that never even considered or even thought about calling themselves the king of New York, that could have before he could have did that. You know what I mean? I'm like, is this guy serious? So it's like I felt that I had to say something. You know what I mean? Nobody else was saying anything, and it was mind-boggling to me. I'm like, how is nobody saying nothing? Like, do I really have to be the sacrificial lamb and step up and say something? If that's the case, I'm just going to do it, and I take everything that comes with it. So that's all I was about. You know what I mean? As soon as I did
that was what's up. That was up. That's a good track, though, regardless.
After I did it, other people started stepping up, speaking about it and all that. But and it seems like, you know, people forgot that I was the first person to say something. It's kind of like I got swept under the rug, you know, being that I wasn't a mainstream artist, or I wasn't one of these bigger artists that was speaking. So it's like they forgot about the originator who actually set it off. You know what I mean? And they just started like shining a light on the bigger artists. Which I personally have a problem with it, because everybody that really knew the situation knew who said it anyway, who like really was the first person to speak on it. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, because
you put the Red Rum record out.
Kendrick Lamar said something similar, and you had a record aimed at him about that, right? What was it, The Control?
Yeah, Kendrick, man. Everybody know what Kendrick did, man. He, I like Kendrick though, so it was a different situation. It wasn't that like no beef like that. Like with Kendrick actually, he put the record out and he welcomed people to come at him. Like, you know what I mean? He knew what he was doing. Everything was like
exactly.
premeditated.
He's doing it right for the culture.
And yeah, he was doing it for the culture, and everything was like I said, premeditated, and he set that up and totally like knew exactly what he was doing. He said he was the king of New York, and he's not even from New York, so he knew that was going to create some type of controversy and get everybody to start talking. So that was genius of him to do, and that got everybody's pen on that pad and got everybody to start writing. You know what I'm saying? But as far as this little dude right here, you know, there was something totally different. It's like you're from New York, and you're supposed to know better than to say some stupid shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, somebody's supposed to smack him in the back of his head and be like, yo, little nigga, listen here, man. Like, pull his boxes over his head and be like, yo, look, man, go sit down somewhere, man. Throw him in a shopping cart, throw him in a take him to the laundry, man, put him in a washing machine or something, man, wash you up, hang you up on a clothesline or something, man. You're getting too big for your britches, man. You know what I mean? Give him a noogie and all that. So that's what that Red Rum was really about, man. Get a little nigga a noogie, man. Kick him in the ass and all that. Send him on his way.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully down the line, you know, the kid actually wakes the fuck up and really starts doing good music that I could appreciate and follow the culture right. What are your thoughts on 50 Cent? You know, what are your thoughts on 50 Cent?
That's never going to happen.
Like,
okay, I get into that.
I don't think so either, but I'm just saying it's wishful.
That's never going to happen.
What are your thoughts on 50 Cent fucking with him, like having him under his wing and shit?
Yeah, we'll get into that, but let me just speak on what you said. He's never going to make no good music that you're going to appreciate. He's never going to, like, feel how we feel about the culture. It's never going to be any of that. He's going to continue to be what he is, which is a troll, an excellent marketing strategist, and you just have to, it is what it is, man. As far as him and 50 embracing him, I'm probably disappointed about 50 doing it, but I wasn't surprised because if you know 50's character, you know he's
Hello? Can you hear me?
You can't hear me?
Hello? Oh, yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Like I said, I don't know how much of what I just said that you heard, but like I said, anybody knows 50, like, I wasn't surprised, but I was disappointed. Disappointed because he's an opportunist. Not to say he's an opportunist. That's why I wasn't surprised. But like I said, I was disappointed for the simple fact that he's supposed to know better. You know what I mean? Like, this guy, he represents the total regression of hip-hop instead of progression. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that he represents is everything that we're going against as being, like, true lovers of hip-hop. So for him to embrace an idiot like that, it's, like, sad, man. And it's like, damn, Fifth, for real? Like, anything for a buzz, right? It seems like you're trying to ride this little nigga's buzz, ride his wave and shit. and you're supposed to be an OG in New York, man. You didn't put in so much work. You had one of the greatest buzzes New York's ever seen. You feel what I'm saying? So for you to do that, like, come on. But hey, who the fuck am I to say anything? You know what I mean?
No, it's true. I mean, yeah, and you're right. 50 is an opportunist. He's always been that throughout his whole career. You know, I just figured,
he's a master manipulator.
Get more relevant and get more people angry, and because he's a troll himself. If you follow this guy's Instagram, because it's funny as fuck.
Definitely,
he's a troll like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it kind of goes hand in hand with two trolls being buddies.
Yeah, he's a troll, and also he's a master manipulator as well. So that's why I said I wasn't too surprised, but he's supposed to be older than that. That's like the difference between him and the Jay-Z. That's why people would never put him in the same light with him.
You there?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
Bro?
Yo,
I can barely hear you right now. Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
I said that's what makes the difference between him and the Jay-Z. That's why people would never look at him in the same light that they look at a Jay-Z in. You feel what I'm saying? Because of, just the little stuff. Jay-Z would never align himself with somebody like that. Like, you know what I mean? No matter what kind of buzz he has. It's just certain stuff that certain people wouldn't do when they're in that space and they're in that position. Like, Fifth, you don't need to be hanging with this goofy nigga. Like, what the fuck is it? Come on, son. Like,
no, he don't.
He's not similar to you. Like, how is he similar to you? Because he's doing the troll thing. He's taking the troll thing to the millionth power. Like, he ain't doing what you did. He's worse. But in, like with Fifth, he actually had beef in the hood with a certain or a particular set of people. So he was moving the way he was moving. With this dude, he's just out there creating problems with different people just for the buzz and just to get shit shaking and for the clout. Like, this kid's really going to get hurt one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
well, if everything is true, they say that he got kidnapped and all this shit and jewels stuck. And recently the video shoot got shot up and shit, so who knows, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like, yo, man, I don't know what to say. Like, because, the game is just so funny right now, man. I don't even know what to say about it, man. It's like, I'm at a loss of words. I can't even believe as many people like the type of stuff that they like. It's like I'm in the Matrix right now. That shit is like a goddamn that shit like the Twilight Zone out here, man.
And you know what? And he's just one guy. There's just so many more weirdos out there. So
facts. All of them look like cartoon characters, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of them look like cartoon characters. They got the industry looking like a circus right now. It's like, yo, is this real? Is this really how the game is right now? First and foremost, all of these kids are, how did I put this, man? They're offsprings of Lil Wayne. You feel what I'm saying? All of them want to look like Wayne. They all want to dress like Wayne. They all want to look weird. They all want to have face tattoos. They all want to have dread. They all want to be singing Udano tunes. They all want to do all this type of stuff. But the thing is, they lack the lyrical ability that Wayne had. They're just trying to jack the look and all that other type of shit. So it's like between them trying to be like Wayne, a lot of them trying to be like Future, the other ones trying to be like Gucci. There's no individuality in the game. So that's what the problem is. They lack individuality. No one wants to be themselves. Everybody sounds alike. It's like, yo, like for real, every time I turn around, like you don't even know who's who because everybody sounds just alike.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Everybody's name is Little
like
something, Little this, Little that, Little this,
Little
that.
something.
You know, how many Littles is out
here? It's always little, man. It's always little, dude. For real shit.
Yeah, man. Like,
it's ridiculous.
On, really?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Little garbage, little trash can, man. Like, yo, all y'all niggas need to be put in a goddamn bucket and thrown in the goddamn little garbage. You know what I mean? Like, well, right. Put the goddamn trash can lid on top of it, man, and throw that shit in the goddamn Pacific, man.
I think somebody needs to come out with their own line of hip hop trash cans. Start dumping rappers in and start dumping the shit in there. Somebody to come up with their marketing idea. Hip hop trash cans.
That's a fact. Make sure the top can't get open, man. I like some motherfuckers in there. Yeah.
Well, speaking of new music and shit, as far as what are some of the albums that you've been listening to lately that recently came up from other artists that you like? If there was some, because I asked this question a lot to other artists, and they'd be like, "No, there's nothing that I like." But I'm asking you, what is J Hood like right now?
I like Nipsey album. I like J Rock's album.
Yeah.
Jim Jones' album was dope. What's the 5'9" album was dope.
Yeah.
Who else? I kind of like Little Baby's project that he dropped. The young guy from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like I like him. I don't know, man. Like
what did you think of the Nas album? Because I didn't like it.
My honest opinion?
The Nas album, I didn't like it.
Honest opinion? I think I was disappointed. But at the same time, I wasn't shocked at the fact that I was disappointed though, because I knew just from it being totally produced by Kanye, I kind of knew. I'm like, you know what? I already know this is going to fall short of being what it should be, because he let this guy produce the whole album. So it consisted of too much Kanye production. You feel what I'm saying? A few of the tracks I felt that they sounded rushed and unperfected. I'm like, yo, man, damn, like why did he let this guy produce this whole album? I would have been more happy as a hip hop fan if he wants to let one specific person produce an album. Like I understand that why he did it, because he's like one of the biggest controversial producers right now. But screw that, man. If you want to have one producer produce a whole project for you, you know what I mean? Like you have a better chance of it coming out to be a classic, and people would they would respect this more as being hip hop lovers and lovers of true lyricism and true hip hop. If he would have did like a whole project with like a Pete Rock or a DJ Premier or even
DJ
a
Premier
or somebody like that, you know?
If he would have done I think if he would have done a Premier whole album, like the MC8, you know, have been putting out records forever, but his last album he did with Premier is his best work in so many fucking years. So with a Nas and Primo album, oh man, I could bet you that'd be so refreshing.
We've been waiting on that for years. Like I'm like, come on, man. Primo, even Pete Rock, man. Like anybody like that.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been silly, man. For Kanye, though, man, nah, man, stop it. Don't ever do that no more. Nah, big homie, please, no.
Right.
I think I don't speak for everybody, but for the most part, man, anybody that I know, they feel the same way I feel about that project.
Yeah, and I buy all the records, and I support. I mean, I love Nas. Nas is, you know what I'm saying? Even though some of his last albums weren't up to par, but there's some good bangers, there's some good tracks up there that I like. But this one, I was just like, wow.
Hey, man,
honestly, you lost for words. I just frowned.
Honestly, that shit got no play in my goddamn CD deck. And to be honest with you, I was knocking goddamn what's his name, man? Everything Is Love. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'd rather listen to
right.
that. You know, Hov and B. So you know, that was more artistic to me. That project that they did, that was more artistic than the Nas project. To me personally, you know what I mean?
Right. And you know, I want to talk about, you know, your partners, you know, D Block. What did you think about the Jada and Fabulous album? Because once again,
and my honest opinion,
I didn't like that album.
I'm like, this is the thing that people also need to know about me. Like when it comes to hip hop, I'm very unbiased. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people, when I speak about certain things about hip hop, you know, especially when when they ask me about these guys, the big bros and all that type of stuff, and I give my honest opinion on stuff, and people be like, yo, how you saying that? You supposed to say this, you supposed to say, first of all, I'm not supposed to say anything but the truth and how I actually feel.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to do, being an unbiased lover of hip-hop. But with that particular project, I feel like the lyrics were up to par. You can't deny that.
Yeah.
But I feel like it wasn't really creative enough. It wasn't really diverse enough, and they didn't show enough versatility. But I can't say that I was expecting that though. You know what I'm saying? Because you should know what to expect. You know what I'm saying, from guys that have been in the game for so long. You know, I don't know how some people will take that, but it's like you know what you're going to get from certain people. Like let's say Hulk Hogan, man. You're going to watch a wrestling match back in the day. You know he's going to give you the elbow drop off the top rope. He's going to hit you with the leg drop.
Straight up.
You know Ultimate Warrior is going to hit you with the body slam. He's going to put you over his shoulders and all. Like, you already know what you're going to get. You know what I mean? So, you know, it wasn't surprising, man.
Yeah, I mean, but and you know what? And you know, because I'm a big fan. D-Rock, everything rocks. You yourself, everybody. But when it comes to Jadakiss's albums, as far as late, man, I'm not feeling him at all. I don't know if he's just trying to keep up with the times as far as the beats go, because
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like I said, being an unbiased lover of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, his issue with me, I was able to pinpoint this from a long time ago, and I always felt the same way about it, even when I was there. This is something that I always used to speak on, that I was very vocal about certain things. He has a problem with picking the right production. He always has that problem. Like, all his albums, he has a problem with picking the right beats that complement his voice the best, and he always tries to cater to too many people. He might try to make a girl song. He might try to make a club song. He might try to make this type of song. He might try to make this song to please all of these people, when in all actuality what he should be doing is just doing what he does. You know what I mean? Like, being the great lyricist that he is, and he should stay in that lane and don't try to please everybody. Find the production that complements your voice the best. You know what I'm saying? Like a Dipset. They found that out early in the game. Let's find these certain producers that we can work with that brings the best out of us, you know, and find that production that complements our vocals the best. And that's what they did. That's why they won with the sound that they had.
Yeah, because I also feel that a lot of times with his records, a lot of his recent shit, it's the guest appearances, also the features that he puts out. It's like, man, you need to go back to the essence and get the motherfucking spitters, man. Like,
but look,
Future,
but if you really want to look at it, though, look at it though. Look, like you're saying his recent records. Look at it from the very beginning. Which one of the, and this is not to take nothing away from my big bro, but like, which one of his albums that you would consider a straight up undeniable classic, like from top to bottom? Like, do you? Well, I
mean, the first one I enjoy, but I mean, you mean it's, as far as calling it a classic, that's far-fetched. You can't.
It falls short.
Solid. I'm gonna say it was decent. It's solid. I mean, but I think after that it just went worse.
Yeah, it's the production and the fact that he doesn't show people who he really is. It's like he doesn't give you enough about him. Like, you know what I mean, in his albums, you know that he's gonna come through in a different color car. He's gonna come through with 80 bricks. He's gonna come through with all the hammers. But who are you really? People want to feel like they know you. You feel what I'm saying? They want to feel like they know everything about you, and they're learning more about you every album and album. So you have to be able to open up. You have to be comfortable with opening up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to me, the Sheik picks the best production out of all of them, but the person who came closest
he does. He does pick the best production on his albums. He does.
The person who came the closest to making a classic album out of the three of them is Styles P to me, and that album is Time Is Money. I'm sorry, it's not Time Is Money. It's Gangsta and the Gentleman. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? And I say that because he showed the versatility.
If I was to pick out of those three guys, I'm picking Styles all the time, because I'm a big Styles fan. I buy his records and I enjoy them. But even to the point, like I'm saying, Jada just needs to stop catering to motherfuckers are saying. Get back to the essence. You're a killer with the bars. Get better features. Get the features people expect you to get, man. Get a Corrupt on there. You know what I'm saying? Get a motherfucking Nas. Get a Cool G Rap. You know, get some essence, man. Not Future ain't.
And it's not even it's not even completely necessary for him to get featured. People that want to hear him do what it is that he does.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We don't even really, the people don't even really care who's on the song. Just give us that raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, get back to the mixtape Jada from the Bad Boy days. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they used to go to the radio station and dump. I think that's what people really want. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, it's just being realistic, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's why people have a hard time accepting. You know, when people speak on the whole top 5 dead or alive thing, right? And they ask me, who's your top 5? And I said my top 5 straight up. My top 5 has always been the same people, and I'm pretty consistent with it. My top 5 is Tupac, Hove, Nas, Biggie, Rakim. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, yo, how Kiss ain't in there? How Kiss ain't in there? Like, first of all, when you speak about a greatest of all time, top 5 of all time, dead or alive, it's a lot of variables that should be considered. You have to consider not only lyricism, but you have to consider consistency, diversity, versatility, song-making ability, classic albums, the person's impact on the game, what they contributed to the game. It's like all these things that I'm naming has to be like looked at, not only just the lyricism. I'm like, okay, Kiss, that's a bro, but let's be completely honest. Like I said, because I'm unbiased and I'm an unbiased lover of hip hop, he will always give you some mean bars. But is he going to give you a classic song, or is he going to give you a classic album? Is he going to be versatile? Is he going to be diverse? Like, is he going to be creative with the actual song? Not so much. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's just the reality of it. Like, that's the difference between him and a Hove. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he might be slicker than Hove when it comes to like the ball punching.
Yeah, but Jay-Z got the catalog and the records out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you feel me? It's something totally different.
See, because my top 5 has always been the same. Like you said, mine's always been Ice Cube, Scarface, Cool G Rap, Redman, and E40. So, and that's the stuff that's consistent for me over the course of time. So, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to change my shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. I feel the same way. You know what I mean? When I put my top 10 up on my IG, I put a number 10 though. And people was like, oh my God, how'd you do that? Not everybody though. The real people that know real hip hop was like, I ain't gonna lie, that list is solid. But the people that couldn't, like the naive people and the biased people were like, yo, nah, that's disrespect. How you gonna put him 10? He's top 5. Why? Because he said he's top 5? Like, just because a person says something, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the truth or prove it to be factual information. You have to be able to decipher shit yourself and come up with your own conclusion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and with the stuff that I named, with the different variables, it's no way possible that he's in that top 5 category with those people that I named, because he didn't bring anything more to the game than those 5 people. And we're out of Pac, out of Jay-Z, out of Biggie, out of Nas, out of fucking Rakim, out of those people, what did he do more than? Like, how many more classic albums did he have than all those people?
I mean, I stopped getting into those discussions and stopped getting into, because back in the days, early on, people get on to heated debates about who's the best and all this shit. Oh, this is whack and you don't know hip hop. And I stopped giving a fuck what people say. I just keep telling them these are my artists, and I don't give a fuck who you like. This is who I like.
Facts. But then when you do that though, like, I'll make it very specific when I list something. I'll be like, yo, I have to put. It got to the point I had to put different shit in parentheses. Like, yo, look, my list. This is my top 5 or my top 10, and you have to be like real specific with it, like, because they will be like, yo, nah, you can't do that. You can't put that there. You can't put. How you gonna tell me what to put in my list? If I change it because of what you said, that'll be your list, not my list. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's real shit. Yeah, that's why I stopped giving a fuck about these debates, man. Because you're not going to win.
To the people that's listening, I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea about what I was just speaking on, because I'm just being real and being realistic about certain shit and giving you a different perspective than what you might have been used to hearing on. You know what I'm saying? So it's not nothing. There's no shots being thrown at the big bro or nothing, because I want to see him reach his full potential, and I always wanted to see him do that and, and take his rightful spot in the game. But that's the things I name are the things that's keeping him from reaching that higher level.
And but you see, you're not the only one that says that, and it's true though. I mean, this is something that's been documented from other people over the course of hip hop. We got articles on that shit. I mean, and we love Jadakiss, like you said. We want to see him get to his full potential, and I don't know, something in his brain, or there's somebody in his fucking ear telling him, getting bad advice as far as picking what to do with the album.
So what else we got here, man?
Yep.
What else we got?
Well, speaking of it, how's everything between them? Are you guys, everything all copacetic with you guys? Everything's all good? I mean, people want to know. People keep thinking that you guys beef and all that shit. I keep telling people they ain't no beef. But these motherfuckers, they keep acting the same shit.
We've been good for years, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the whole thing. This is what people don't understand, man. They thought it was like, it's all out war, J Hood versus the Locks. Fuck J Hood. So you got to pick sides. Like, look, it ain't that serious, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we live in the same neighborhood. We always around the same neighborhood. Even when that stuff was going on, it was nothing like that. I never wished no harm on them. They never really wished no harm on me. Like, it was nothing like that. It was just a disagreement, and I felt a certain way being young, so I took it to the extreme, and I was upset about them not letting me out of my contract, so I reacted, in a way that I shouldn't have. I should have handled things in a different way, but it was what it was. But as far as right now, like, we've been good for years, man. I got a chance to apologize to them, like, I'll say like 4 years ago, man. Like, we all met face to face. They apologized to me. Like, we hugged on it. Like, everything was love, man. Like, it ain't. Like, people make it bigger than what it is, like, and they still holding on to different stuff. Even to this day, man, people hit me, yo, you drug that chain, man. You drug that chain. I'm like, yo, listen, man, you realize that was 14
stupid,
years
and the
ago,
comments on YouTube
like
are crazy, man. People still talk about that shit like bananas. Stupid.
Nah, he unloyal. I can't rock with him. He did this. He did that. Like, yo, listen, was I there? Like, do you know any of us personally? Like, what, are you getting paid to hate? Or what's going on here? Like, because if they let stuff go, why can't you let it go? And I understand the fans are hurt, because what we created, what I'm saying, as far as like the movement, it was something that hadn't been seen, and the chemistry was ridiculous. So I understand where the frustration stems from, but like, you have to let stuff go, man. Like, everybody's not perfect. Stuff happens, and I was the person that took the blame for a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, even though, like, people look at them like they can never be wrong, they can never do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
exactly.
Look, let's be realistic about stuff. Everybody makes mistakes. You feel what I'm saying? And, like, it is what it is. Nobody's perfect, man, no matter how you want to look at things. You might not want to accept reality that more, like, certain motherfuckers, did some wrong shit to somebody. But for every action is a reaction. And for what I didn't just act. It was a reaction. You feel what I'm saying? So,
right.
You just can't look at shit and be biased, man. People have to be unbiased when they're looking at certain shit. And on top of that, y'all motherfuckers really was running around acting like what I did was just fucking like unheard. This nigga's crazy. Y'all niggas acting. There's niggas out here that's ratting on motherfuckers, getting niggas locked up for life, like getting niggas freedom taken away and shit like that. And you really got the audacity to look at what I did as crazy like that? Nigga, you got fucking snitches out here, like. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, stop it, man. And then they had nothing to do with anybody else besides me and them, so motherfuckers shouldn't be that attached and taking shit personally like that, man. Shit is music, man.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that because of that shit, you got the short end of the stick as far as from the fans, because without even them listening to your music, they've got some stupid negative shit to say. And it's mind-boggling to me, man.
Yeah, people actually tell me this, and I kind of knew it anyway, because I see how certain people think, and I see I see their ideologies, and I just be breaking certain shit down, being a person that can pinpoint different behavior patterns from people. Like, people be like, yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna front, man. I fuck with you, but I stopped listening to you after you left them, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I was mad about that whole shit. So basically, it doesn't matter how skilled a person is or how nice a person is, how high his lyrical ability is. You just don't care about that because you're mad because of a decision that he made. So you're just going to try to downplay and basically, what's the name, defame or try to attempt to call a person whack or whatever the case be because you don't like something that he did, or like, that's kind of like naive to me. That's naive when you're being biased, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it is.
Like, come on, like,
and
crazy,
and
man.
This is the thing, like, when it comes to hip hop groups, we all seen it. There's always been issues, situations, personal stuff, and all that shit, and there's always a split. Like the time when Die4 Corrupt split up, I wasn't going to be like, well, I don't listen to Daz because you don't fuck with Corrupt. Well, I don't listen to Corrupt because you don't fuck with us. I still followed their music careers and picked up everything, even during that time they were dissing each other and having the disagreement with each other. That should not stop you from being a fan. If you was a fan at first, you should continue being a fan and don't go off going talking shit and changing your views on it because of a situation and how it handled it inside the group, man. It's crazy to me.
Exactly.
It's fucking crazy.
If you was a fan from the jump, you're supposed to remain a fan, not supposed to take sides. You're supposed to be able to look at things from both sides, because obviously it's two sides of every story in every situation that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, in life, period. So you're supposed to take everything into consideration, man. And just I got to see different sides of people, man. And I'm not saying everybody acted in that manner, but a lot of people, man, a majority of people did. You feel what I'm saying? And it took a long time for people to release that whole mind state and to look at things for what they really are. Like, and some people will never look at things in a realistic standpoint. I mean, from a realistic standpoint, they're gonna always, have the same mentality, and they can have that. It's not my job to try to, to try to change the way they think, because I don't have time for that. If I try to do that, I'll be sitting there forever, beating my head against the wall. It is what it is. You can think what you want to think about me. I can care less. You know what I mean? I'm still out here wiggling. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I want to say, man, I want to say thank you, man. Hey, man, you gave us more time than I expected, and I appreciate that shit, man.
Good,
is there anything you want to say or mention before before I let you go?
Yeah, definitely, man. One more thing. Savages is out right now on every digital platform, man. Make sure you go pick that up and support some real motherfuckers, man. You heard me? The big homie Yukmouth, man. Your boy J Hood, man. Smoke a Lot Records, ODG Entertainment Empire, man. We doing it for the real hip-hop lovers, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so please support us, man, because we out here putting it in. We're giving you all, man. You know what I'm saying? Show us the appreciation that, we feel that we deserve. We're going to continue to give y'all that work, man. And this is a real fact. I promise you that.
And for all your listeners, I'm going to tell you this, and I promise you this shit. This J Hood and Yukmouth Savages album is 100 times better than that Fabulous and Jadakiss album, like a motherfucker. Yeah, I said it. If you don't believe me, listen to them one after the other. And you come and tell me which one was better. Kiss my ass.
You heard it from him.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, buddy. And that's the fact. I'm saying the truth. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
No doubt.
Well, yeah, man. Hey, man. Thank you, man. I always appreciate you when you make time to fuck with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is one of your homes. Whenever you want to talk, whenever you want to talk some hip-hop, whenever you want to release a project, when you got something cooking or whatever, you could always hit me up. You know what I mean? Or I'll reach out to you, you know what I mean? So either way, you know, I'm just glad that we connect with like this.
Appreciate you having me. I appreciate everybody that's listening, taking the time out to listen to what we're doing right now, man. And it's love. Salute to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Big O's, ODG, ooh. Till next time, man. Yo, it's love.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, well, have a good night, man. Have a blessed one, and just keep doing what you're doing, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I'll be here supporting it, and I'll be here pumping it out like a drug house. You know what I'm saying? Pumping them fiends for that real hip hop, the people that want that shit.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. 100 times.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, all right, brother, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too, man.
All right.